believe Buffalo's going to win it, folks.
Kick your heels up and shout.
We've seen why the Buffalo Bills are en route to the playoffs.
Come on now, the Bills are making it happen now. Stand up now, come on and shout.
Buffalo Bills go undefeated. And we're going to the Super Bowl. Yeah.
Now, baby, come on, come on.
No one
Come on
circles the
and
wagon
shout.
like the Buffalo Bills.
All right, we are live, and we are back.
Facts.
Shout out to everybody, man. It's another episode of the Overdue Bills podcast, and listen, I'm here today. I know I took a few episodes off. A lot of people have been asking about me, asking for me. I appreciate y'all. But the guys is here with me today, and I'm excited. So how you doing today, Matt?
Please lying already. Ain't nobody asking for you.
Man, listen, my phone is crazy right now.
No, man, I'm doing good.
Oh,
Yeah.
Come on.
Come on.
There you go. The
Right
proof
out
is in the
gate.
pudding, man.
Yeah, you didn't even give us no time. There's no time. It's all good. It's all good. No, man, I'm happy to be here. It's good Victory Tuesday. I'm ready to pot. Let's get it.
How you doing today, Mike?
I think cybersecurity is getting a little out of hand, but that's a different discussion for a different podcast. But I'm doing all right.
That's crazy. I do agree. I was just talking to one of my trustees as it relates to cybersecurity and things of that nature. It is getting out of hand, but that's neither here nor there. Rad, how you doing, man?
It's a scam. Y'all gotta watch the McAfee. Y'all gotta watch the McAfee doc on Netflix. Crazy.
Yeah,
I heard about that. Scam artist, man. Shout out to him though. He got bread. I'm doing great. I'm gonna take my dad. I think my dad was it's a great day to be alive. So that's how I'm feeling right now. It's a great day to be alive.
Absolutely, definitely a great day to be alive. Every day is a great day to be alive. My cousin would say, if you don't believe that, try missing one. Try missing a day and see how that goes for you. But shout out to everybody out there. Appreciate the comments already.
Wise podcast. Okay, wise. Okay, all right. Wiseman.
Listen,
Yeah,
I'm here all day. Shout out to Buffalo fan base. We appreciate the collab. We know that many of you are coming on that platform as well. And before we kind of get into our show today, Matt, if you'd be so kind to let the people know who is our presenting sponsor. You got to unmute, Matt.
Sure do. Rookie move. My bad. This episode and every other episode is brought to you by the good folks over at AOG Cigar Lounge. AOG Cigar Lounge is located at 3495 Delaware Avenue in Buffalo, New York. It is the premier cigar lounge in Western New York. It has a welcoming atmosphere for any level of cigar smoker. You can pair your favorite cigars with their awesome drink selection. They have, they have drink flights, bucket deals, crazy deals on cigars. Great selection of cigars. They're getting new stuff in, every week. They're expanding their portfolio of cigars and awesome whiskey, tequila, bourbons, whatever you want to have in there. Great spot to go to. Stop in today, catch up on some work, catch up with some friends, or catch a game. I know I was in there last week for my boys' beatdown of Mike's boys over in down in Michigan.
Oh man.
I was watching the game there with a couple of my guys. Shout out to AOG as always. It was hospitable, and it was a great spot to watch that beatdown of the team up north.
They don't got a name no more. That's funny. Shout out to them.
Team up north is crazy.
Crazy.
Shout out to AOG. Definitely appreciate them. Want you to go tap into that. And we need you to like, share, rate, and review. And we're trying to push everybody to our YouTube page. We want you to subscribe to the YouTube page. Overdue Bills podcast at YouTube. Want you to go there. Trying to get 500 subscribers before
the link is in the bio.
The season is over. Link is in the bio. And listen, let's get into the show, y'all. That's what we're here to do. Let's get into the show. Quick question of the day. And I kind of wanted we're going to do a quick overview or a recap of the game that was just played. I know a lot of people want to talk about it. So my question is, after the Steelers win, are the Bills showing real momentum, or was it just another flash in the pan? right? We've had these things of stop and go all throughout this season. But do you believe that this is real momentum going into kind of a playoff run or the end of the season type of vibe? Or it's just, mere bag of shells. We played a bad team. We won, had a decent game plan, so on and so forth. So let me ask y'all that question. That's a quick question of the day, and I'm going to throw it to Matt first.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough to say that they don't have any kind of momentum at this point. I feel like the last couple of years we kind of got into, it's kind of how our season's been going. We kind of are unknown with them at the halfway point or just past the halfway point, and then they go on a little bit of a run. So I'm hoping that was a spot where we turn the corner. Obviously, we got to win out to have any hope of getting another AFC East title. We obviously need some help. We're in that spot again. But yeah, man, I hope this is the point where they make the turn and go on a little run. The defense showed some promise, and the offense got it done as well.
Mike, how do you feel about that? Matt said it's a little bit of momentum. Do you feel the same way?
Well, I don't believe in momentum, but that game is I think is a one-off. I give Rad some credit, not a lot, but one thing Rad always say is, "Hey, every game is different, right? Don't just focus on you can't beat the Bengals when you're playing the Steelers." So I do agree with that. I think I would like to see some certain things at some point consistently, but in that game, Stryker talked about it. Their D tackle was injured. He said James Cook is just going to run all over them. We ran the ball 51 times. Cook ran for 144. Josh was running. Ray Davis, we haven't seen him in ages all year. He had a good game.
Yeah, I saw him in the Hallmark movie, and that was like the last appearance.
Exactly. So I think that was more so about the Steelers. I mean, I think we all know the Bills is a good running team. When they win, is normally because of James Cook legs is how we've been winning this year. So I don't think that's new. It's not like when we played the Cowboys, and we had a crazy running game. And it was like, oh wow, we got a passing game and a running game. It's not that. When we know James Cook can do this week in, week out. So I don't look at this as any type of momentum going versus the Bengals. I don't expect us to run 51 times next week.
Interesting. Right. How do you feel about the momentum question?
Sure. I hope we do. I hope we do run 60 times.
Well,
next week. I mean, I think so. I think obviously Josh Allen, just the Bills team, the home and roll, Jekyll and Hyde. We haven't rolled. Haven't been the same team. Now we started off bad, but we figured it out and we came home with a roll win. I think running the ball. I think yes, the momentum. We beat a team, December football on the road, in a running fashion, a dominant fashion. So I think that is momentum. I think that's something we definitely, hopefully, we take it to Cincinnati because they have the. I mean, we ain't gonna talk about, but they got the worst defense in football. I mean, in some numbers they say might got the worst defense of all time. Like it's some numbers where they have the worst defense of all time. So hopefully we can continue this momentum of running the ball for 200 yards next week as well. I'm fine with that. I'm one of those fans that's cool. I don't care if Josh don't get 300 yards and 3 touchdowns. I'm fine. Long as we win, if we get 250 and 3 touchdowns, Josh can get 100 yards, 150 yards rushing, passing, and another 2 touchdowns a day. I'm literally fine with the stat line. I don't care about that. I think that's possible. We can do that again. We can, next week and the week after that. I think James Cook is that good. I've been claiming him for the last few years. I think he's that good. I think he can carry a team definitely to the playoffs, and we got a quarterback who's good enough to win games in the playoffs. I think James Cook is somebody we can hitch our ride to for sure.
So let's ask this question, right? Let's be honest about really what's going on. Stryker said that we would run all over them, right? And we did. And now let's ask this question, because obviously our offensive line was terrible. What I mean by terrible, meaning that we didn't have our full starters in. That's what I'm saying. Like we had a different offensive line.
They were hurt.
So
how about that?
No, my point. But I'm saying previous to that, they were terrible. Like they weren't playing up to potential. Is what I'm saying. So eventually they will be back in the starting lineup, right? We can all agree on that point, right?
Yeah.
So my question is, moving forward, is this sustainable, us running the ball like this? Is this the type of offense that we need to exhibit to win games because our receivers suck? Or like I'm just asking, like, is this something that we're okay with? Because I know obviously we have a great quarterback in Josh Allen, one of the best, but we've seen this. The Patriots had a ground and pound game for a long time, even with, a Tom Brady. We've seen the Chiefs have a ground and pound game, at stages of Pat Mahomes' life. So I'm asking, like, is this the new Bills? Do you think that Joe Brady has revolutionized the offense, or is just this was just this specific game? He had a good game plan. They sucked on the ground. We ran the ball.
As the air raid person on the show, it's funny because I was thinking about this, I think today or yesterday, and it's going to sound crazy, but I'm okay if the Bills just want to go straight like Army football at this point.
Like, y'all really talking extremes.
At this point, I am. I'm being hyperbolic on purpose. We did set the record for an opponent in Steelers Stadium, and and granted they were hurt, but to go in Pittsburgh and so earlier, right? We got a left tackle and right tackle. If you go into Pittsburgh in like late November, early December, and go and dominate them, and had the Pittsburgh fans yelling, "Fire Mike Tomlin!" They only had 3 coaches. They booed Renegade. Like, it's bad news Bears. Like, they cheered when Mason Rudolph came in, and then they booed him as soon as he threw his first pass. Like it, and with Drake May coming up in the wing, the Houston looking good. We'll see what the Colts are doing. Josh Allen not getting any younger. Just go win the Super Bowl, and that means James Cook and Josh Allen is going to run the ball 40 times, and that's how we're going to beat teams. I'm okay with that. I don't love it, but I'm okay with that.
Matt.
Yeah, I mean, shout out to shout out to Aaron Cromer. He got the guys ready. To step up in that place, right? I'm okay. I'm okay if we are successful on the ground. I mean, I guess the key coming up to a lot of these quarterback matchups is going to be keeping them off the field. You limit their chances to score touchdowns, and we can control the clock and win the game. That's a good recipe to win. I mean, I think in the first half we controlled the ball for 30 minutes. We didn't execute, but it was like kind of like, hey, we were dominating the game up to a point, and then it finally hit that tip of the iceberg where we started scoring and started paying dividends, right?
Stop turning it over too.
And yeah, so I'm okay with that as well. I wouldn't mind seeing more of it. And then I like the fact that Josh was a lot more aggressive in his running. I don't know if it was because Cam Hayward got him fired up, or because that one, we talked about it a couple weeks ago. It's like he has to do something stupid in the beginning to kind of like flip a switch and be like, okay, I gotta go into crazy mode. That pick in the beginning, the first drive there, and then the Cam Hayward incident is just something that's got to get him going. I guess they gotta activate the water boy in him or something every week going forward. I don't know, but I'm all right with that.
Well, and is it Patrick Queen or is that Roquan Smith? I get them confused. But
Patrick Queen, yeah,
Queen, Queen. And once that happened, the whole team turned up.
Yep. So shout out to them.
Are you saying, Rat?
Oh yeah, but I mean, just shout out Swanson. They said his son signed to
absolutely
West Point. I mean, congrats to that signing there. I mean, playing football. I mean, he said signing there.
Football.
Oh, that's fire! Yeah. Shout out to your son, bro. Shout out to son. I would say this.
Come play for the Bills in 2 years.
Facts.
We changing the offense.
Shout out to NIL.
Bruh, bread. I mean, it's not about West. Get it. Yo, anybody trying to play football, get it while you can, because they're gonna try to do something. I'll say this. I am a big Joe Brady fan. I know, he's kind of, it's a hit or miss depending on, probably most people don't like him at this point. Most Bills fans, I would say. I'm a big Joe Brady fan. I like how he play calls. I I just like how he played. I like how he calls the game. I think it's not necessarily this is my identity. This is who we are. This is what we doing every week, no matter what. It's not necessarily that. It is he does morph. But right now we are a running team. James Cook is second in the yards in the NFL. Only to Jonathan Taylor. And Jonathan Taylor is having this crazy year. And I think it's only like 30, 40 yards. It's nothing crazy. It's not a crazy amount difference between 1 and 2 as far as that total yard James Cook on. So I think James
will be Cook, after this week because I'm at the butt right at. Anyways,
that's hope. That's just hope. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, I probably still won't get a buy anyway. It don't matter. I will say this. I think dang, you just made me lose focus on what I was saying, bro.
But Jonathan Taylor only had 40 more yards than Cook.
But I mean, yeah, I'm a big fan of Joe Brady. I think he's going to be a head coach soon. I mean, maybe a couple years. I think he'll be a head coach. I think he's that good. I think he's going to be a head coach in a year or two. And I think his scheme is great. I think ultimately, James Cook becoming the number 2 option is going to be the
what reason by becoming.
Becoming the number 2 option.
Who has shifted? Who has been the number 2 option this entire year?
I'm trying to finish my sentence.
Who's the number 1 option?
I'm just trying to finish my sentence. That's all I'm trying to do.
Okay.
Shifting from Stephon Diggs over to James Cook being the number 2 option is going to be the reason why we win the Super Bowl this year. That's how I feel.
What? All right, what's going on now?
This is what I'm saying.
Priest, cut him off next time.
I tried. I was going to say something silly. I came to this podcast and I wanted to start with.
Oh wait, so we're not winning the Super Bowl this year.
We're gonna get to that. I came to this podcast and I wanted to start with love.
Y'all say listen.
Shout out to the Bills against the Pittsburgh Steelers. We had a pretty decent game plan. We won the game, right? Great running attack. We ran the same play. Shout out to Tony Romo. I appreciate him calling the game, because he spoke about it. He said we literally ran the same 2 plays, generally out of the same formation, and it was Joey Porter at the cornerback position. He had to make a tackle. Sometimes he made a tackle, sometimes he did not make a tackle. That was the game.
Definitely was it.
Now let me say this. That is shout out to Mike Tomlin. I'm never it's all this. He should be fired. Like that. Like you got you. If you lose to the same 2 plays, you got to get fired. And that's why I'll be on McDermott, because it'd be the same nonsense with him. But we're gonna get to that in a second.
I would say that shout out to Tony Romo. This something he said was funny. I thought was hilarious. We mentioned the left and right tackle. He said arguably 3 of the top 4 players is not playing on the offense. And he was talking about the left and right tackle. I thought that was funny. I thought Sam, I'm sure you didn't pick that up. I'm sure you would agree with that. But shout out. I'm just saying it was funny when he said it.
I don't think it was funny.
Left and right tackle was not our missing, and he said that was probably our top 2.
I will say this, Rad. I will say this to the James Cook becoming a second option. I watch a lot of Dolphins because of Achane. I need him to score 40 points every week. And just watching him and how the Dolphins use him, I never understood why the Bills don't even try to use Cook like that in that way. Like they try to give Achane the ball in a million different ways. Mm-hmm. Sweeps, put him out wide, pass out the backfield, hand it to him. Sometimes I think if Joe Brady was the OC of the Dolphins, they'd be better, because sometimes they just need to spam the same play with Achane. Like, just keep giving him the ball. They can't stop him. But here come Ollie Gordon out of nowhere. But I think getting Cook some passes, I think that'll really help our offense too. He had 3 for 33. That's huge. I mean, he led the team in rushing and passing.
I want 25 plus touches. I said spam the James Cook button.
Oh,
God. He's that good.
Okay.
He's that good. I've been screaming that for 2 years. I literally been screaming this for 2 years.
If we getting over 20 yards, then we should do that. But if he's getting
second leading in
5 yards a pop, then he shouldn't get anything. Let me say this.
Second in the league in rushing. It's not just one game, bro. What are you talking about?
He has spike games. But let me say this. Shout out to Sean McNamara. This is the problem with Bills fans, and I'm gonna say this over and over again. Sometimes we fall in love and enamored with certain players, and we're gonna talk about the defense in a second, that have come in and played very well. And he said, why don't we start the 2 tackles that played, because we just shouldn't do that. That's a stupid thing to do. And no disrespect to you, Sean. I appreciate you. I appreciate you in the comments, but that's an idiotic thing.
But you want us to bench our whole defense last week.
We're gonna get to that in a second.
So it's the same
No. I didn't say bitch the whole defense. Rad left. Shout out to Rad. I didn't say bitch the whole defense, but let's talk about our defense maintaining consistency, right? First, forcing turnovers and limiting our opponents on doing certain things, right? Benford had an amazing game, right? He had a good game. Joey Bosa made a really big play, right? We had some good plays on our defense. So my question is, as it relates to turning over the ball, is it just a situation where we played against just, a couple bad quarterbacks, in Aaron Rodgers and Mason Rudolph? Or do you think it was a scheme thing? Like, do you think that, we just kind of had a little bit more juice going into this game? What was it that made the defense spark?
Well, I think it's it's a combination of things. I think it is scheme, and I do think they're kind of in the same boat where their wide receiver talent outside of DK Metcalf isn't great. So Aaron Rodgers, I don't know if after he took that hit late, so you can't really blame it on that. But I think those guys just weren't really good enough against our corners. Like Benford looked like an all-pro corner out there, and guys were making plays on in the pass game. They run with that 3 tight end set. Those guys really weren't making plays, and Rodgers was getting hurried up and making some errant throws. So they weren't getting a ton of opportunities, and they weren't on the field that much. Like I said, we had the ball for 30 minutes. We had the ball for 30 minutes in the first half, and then we kept turning them over in the set. Like the second half was very ugly for them. So they just didn't get that many opportunities. So it was more so of a I think we were just more talented than them on the defensive side of the ball, which is not usually the case against receiving corps in this NFL.
Yeah. Did Max play, or did I miss that he's injured?
No, I think he's still in the concussion protocol.
Oh, certain concussion. Jeez. Yeah. All right, man. That's been like 2 weeks.
I would say, and I think Swanson said it earlier, I think Shaq Thompson, I think that he plays well.
Yeah.
And to be completely honest, the people who are in there, they suck. Right. So I'm just gonna be honest. And I'm gonna say this to Sean. Sean just said he missed it. His phone was buffering. As it relates to the tackles, I said it. That's a silly thing to do. They came in, they pitched it. Let's move on.
Yeah.
Now, granted,
especially since they just had one bad game.
Right. And Dion, you know what I'm saying? We just gave him the key to the city. Shout out to him. But you know what I'm saying? But as a defense, I would say Shaq needs to play more. And Shaq, and then there's another Shaq Lawson. Shout out to Shaq Lawson. He was around for Thanksgiving. Appreciate him. Maybe he's gonna do something because people are talking about a more consistent pass rush. And I'm just gonna be honest. And we've been on Rousseau Watch for about 6 weeks now as a podcast. We've been on Gregory Rousseau Watch. He had one decent play last game. Decent play. But overall, he's very frustrating because he's so bad. Right? He really doesn't do anything good as it relates to pass rush. And I'm gonna say this, going into looking at the injury report and knowing that Bosa may be out, I think that his hamstring or something is going on with the abductor. I don't know what's going on, but he may not play this game. Watch Gregory Rousseau. This ought to be a Rousseau game, right? Bengals not a good defensive line. We're gonna talk about it in a second. You know what I'm saying? But in reality, when we look at it in totality, he's a bad player. Do you know that I think Ed Oliver either has one more sack or he's tied for sacks with Gregory Rousseau, and he's played at least 7 less games than him?
Thank you.
What I'm saying is that's a problem. So I'm asking Matt, and Rad is on. Shout out to Rad, just came back. What do we do to get a more consistent pass rush? Moving forward, we spent so much money on our defensive line. I'm asking this. Should we take the duties of drafting defensive players away from Brandon Beane? I'm asking that.
No, we can talk about that in the off season. Right now, we have the people that we have. It's like wide receivers. Nobody coming in to save us. They got Brandon Cooks. He went 1 for 13. Just another piece of wood to put on the fire. In terms of the pass rush, bro, it's not coming. We 13 weeks in. The only reason why Bosa got that sack is because Aaron Rodgers thought he was prime Aaron Rodgers trying to hold on to the ball. Bro, get the ball out. Get the ball out your hands. The pass rush not coming. The linebackers playing better with Shaq Thompson. right? Our safeties are better, even with my op Poyer in there, bro. But the pass rush is not coming, bro. It is what it is.
Yeah.
Well, I'll say it may be coming in the form of Ed Oliver if he comes back, because that and that's whatever his timeline is to come back. I know he always he's been alluding to come back and things like that, but it may be coming in that form. But with who we got right now, it's really not. So the linebacker play is very important, and you got a guy like Shaq Thompson who grew up in the Sean McDermott defense. He knows it like the back of his hand. He played with Luke Kuechly. He was dominant. He was a beast in Carolina, and he's bringing that here. He's bringing that veteran presence and the it's okay if Terrell Bernard doesn't play scenario.
Yeah, I think the pass rush is gonna come. I think Sean McDermott. He was calling defense. I didn't get a text about the defense.
Oh my God!
Turnover, sacks. So shout out to Sean McDermott. I think Sean McDermott is gonna figure it out. I think this game script of us running the ball more, playing with a lead. I think playing with a lead, making the other team one dimensional is going to help our pass rush tremendously, and I think that's what's going to happen. December football. Playoff football, I think that's what's going to propel the Bills for sure. And I think Bosa, even Rousseau, I know he haven't played a good year, but we got a stretch here. Ed Oliver coming back. I think it's a stretch here where the D line and the defense in general is going to start playing. I mean, the defense is already playing better. I mean, it is what it is. The youth is playing better. Benford, Bishop, the back end is playing well. The back end is playing a very good football. We being quiet about it. The back end is playing real good football. I think once the other team become one-dimensional, the D line is going to play better as well.
Can we hold judgment though until this week? I agree they are playing better, but we play a terrible Pittsburgh team in Davis Mills. So I do want us to play right now. Granted, God. I mean, even if they give up points against Burrow, that's okay. But I do want to see how we look against some real talent.
Yeah, I mean, you got 2 ones out there.
We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about it in a second. What I want to do before we get into a preview of the Bengals game, shout out to everybody in the comments. We appreciate you. Yes, no spin, no rip. You know what I'm saying? Rousseau don't even box. Do people box still?
No.
Do DN still box? Is that a thing? Because he doesn't do that. He doesn't contain, doesn't do anything. Shout out to
DN stopped boxing once Brad. You know what I mean?
Listen,
podcast.
Podcast. I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna get on. Me and Rad, we played Little League football. He was on a bad team. I was on a good team. Rad was defensive end. Rad used to box. Rad was one of the best boxers in the league, man. He was the best container in the league. I got a sweet Rad boxed. Yeah, I'm saying. Yeah.
Nah, I mean,
people stop boxing. People stop doing it. Shout out to Rad. But listen, I want to do a playoff watch. I want to do a playoff watch. Because a lot of talk has been on AFC playoffs. Things are shifting in the league. I mean, it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Every time you look up, it's a lot of things going on right now. But let's just do a little bit of forecasting for our team, right? Let's do a little bit of forecasting for our team as it relates to best matchups for the Bills or worst matchup for the Bills. And I want to say this to everybody out there. So years ago, not too far in the distance, a couple years ago, last year, the year before that, we got to a point as Bills fans where matchups did not matter. There's only one matchup that mattered. We got to a point where it's like, oh, it doesn't matter who we play. We can play this team. We can go, like, it doesn't matter. We're going to beat that team. I don't know. Do we feel the same way this year, or do we prefer certain teams over others? Right? And I'm going to just throw it out there. Everybody in the comments, I'm asking you that question. Do matchups matter in the playoffs? Do we want to, like, scheme and figure out who we need to play? Or are you at the point where it's like, listen, it don't matter. We got Josh Allen. We got James Cook. It don't matter what the matchup is. As long as we're not playing the Chiefs, it doesn't matter. I'm going to ask you, Matt, how do you feel about the matchup? Do you have a best or worst matchups for the Buffalo Bills?
No, I mean, at the end of the day, right now, there's nobody in the playoff bracket that's Kansas City. There's nobody that's Kansas City. There's nobody that really is like, oh man, this is going to be a terrible matchup for us if we play them. So no, for me, it doesn't matter. It just it's gonna like you said, it's so volatile right now that it's you know the Bengals coming in, they actually have a shot now to get in the playoffs and get like guys that we 2-3 weeks ago there was no shot of them getting in. It's gonna change like the stock market every week on both conferences. So it's but as it stands right now, no, I'm not worried about any matchup in the playoffs right now.
Let me go before y'all hate them because I'm just gonna agree. I kind of agree. I agree with Matt. I agree with Matt. I watched the Pats last. Let me answer the question. One of the questions: how we feel about the Pats? Essentially, shout out to Drake May. I think he's having a great year. But there's not. I don't know what to say. I'm not scared of that. I think we can beat that team in the playoffs 100%. Their defense, there's nothing on the defensive side where I feel like they have an advantage on that side.
Crazy.
They got
corners. They're some of the best corners in the league.
They got Gonzalez. He's fine. He got a Gonzalez. That's fine. But I'm not worried.
Why are we talking about corners we don't have receivers? So
he brought up corners. He brought up corners.
He brought up corners, bro.
I'm telling you, I do not believe in the Pats. We've been watching a lot of football. And we watched that when I watched that team that looked like the Tennessee Titans of some years ago. That looked like the Steelers of 3 years ago. That looked.
With that quarterback,
the Bills. Team.
Have you watched the Bills this year?
Yes. But you believe in that team. That team, the youth, they're a rebuild team. Vrabel's a great coach. I like Vrabel, but Drake May, he hasn't been in no adversity at all. Like nothing. MVP. He have not been in no type of adversity at all. And I want to see him in this is December football. I want to see the next 4 games the Patriots play to prove anything to me. I want to see that first playoff game to prove anything to me. Nothing about the Pats scared me. Nothing about on paper, I would say the Colts are the team, right? Jonathan Taylor, Michael Pittman. But once again, they have Daniel Jones. He looked hurt as well. So these teams, y'all saying the Jacksonville Jaguars, I think Trevor Lawrence is bad. So these teams now, Houston is interesting. I understand. Houston is interesting. That defense is way better than the Pats defense. Way better. So I'm not. So let me calm down. The Pats, I'm not. The Pats, I am not.
Patriots got right in a frenzy.
No, I think the Bills. Are good. I think there's no team in the AFC that I'm right now currently worried about. No.
All right. Well, let me say Drake made MVP. But that's another point for another day.
Sure. Go for it.
I'm just saying. I don't know what to tell y'all. Well, unless Stafford might get it, but he just lost to the Panthers, so Drake made MVP. In terms of matchups, I always cared about matchups. I always wanted to play Pittsburgh. Thank you, Swanson. I always wanted to play Pittsburgh. I wanted the Broncos last year. Like I'm always down to play like the worst team the very first game. It's almost like a bye. But in terms of that, right now we have the Broncos. If the playoffs started today. I'm
fine with that. We played them last year, right?
Yeah, but we was at home. I think the Broncos is the team that you talking about, right? Like the Bo Nick's not really great. The defense is good. They got Sutton, but I like Moss, but Riley Moss, he been getting cooked, but we don't have wide receivers anyway, so it don't matter. But in terms of the Bills, I don't expect the Bills to go anywhere and lose the first round. Maybe Baltimore if we get the 5 and then the 4, because Baltimore will be tough. But we got Josh Allen. If you tell me we going on the road and we got to play Jacksonville and we lose, fire everybody, bro. Like all y'all can go. Like I can do that. Then I can win 10 games, go to the playoffs and lose. If I can do that, give me a coach that can do something that I can't.
For me, okay, I'll say this. As it relates to playoff matchups, I think the worst matchup for the Bills is the Buffalo Bills, and I'm just gonna be honest.
Oh my god!
Listen,
you talk about me. Y'all talk about me.
Listen, oh my god!
What are you talking about?
Listen, I'm just
the only competition is the mirror.
No. What I mean by that is, y'all know how I feel about the Chiefs, right? Y'all already know how I feel about the Chiefs. When it comes to the Chiefs, I don't mention the Bills' name because they just should not.
So what happens if they miss the playoffs?
Anyways, then we don't have to worry about them. We don't have to worry about them. So I mean, yeah. So what I mean by that is, like, I've been talking about certain things throughout this entire year. I'm very consistent about everything I've been saying. I've talked about our receivers. I was the first one to say that we had the worst receivers in the league, and now everybody's saying we have the worst receivers in the league. It's crazy, right? Like, isn't that insane? That now everybody's saying what I'm saying. Like,
are you sure? I've been saying that for years.
That's not true. If you
because you was Shakir got the wiggle. Shakir got the wiggle.
Now I've never said that. I've never said that. Rad was a Shakir fan.
I'm a Shakir fan. I'm still a Shakir fan.
Listen. I'm just saying. I've been on this podcast.
We got the wiggle.
I've been on this podcast and I've said it a million times that we have the worst receiving core in the history of football. I've also said that even our pass catchers, I'm talking about our tight ends, are terrible. I've also said that our defensive line is awful. I've been on record of saying that. I've been on record of saying that Greg Rousseau is one of the worst players of all time. I've been on record. None of. And what I'm saying is that everything that I've said, we're all saying now, right? And I think the moral of the story is, one, you need to listen to me. That's number one, first and foremost. And two, as it relates to the team, I've talked about this in the beginning of the year. The team had a Sean McDermott problem, right? He's on top of everybody all the time. And we're seeing it now, even though Keon Coleman is a head case, but we see it now as it relates to him. Even in that relationship is not being fostered. I don't know why, but clearly there's a disconnect there, right? But my point is that as it relates to the Bills going into the playoffs, like, we're our own worst enemy, right? We have one of the best quarterbacks in the league, if not the best quarterback in the league. That's a legitimate fact. I didn't make that up, right? But we don't have the pass catchers. We didn't put the pass catchers around him. That's a blunder. That's a legitimate blunder. And if the Chiefs don't make the playoffs, this is the window. Like, if we don't win the Super Bowl this year, like, something has to happen. People need to be fired, effective immediately. The team needs to be blown up. We need to get rid of Rousseau. We need to get rid of every old player. If your name is Terrell Bernard, you need to go. If your name is I don't know who else, whoever.
Matt Milano, Jordan Poyer.
Milano. He needs to like round up everybody and just get them away from us. Like, it needs to be a full fire sale. And this is what I'm saying.
What are they going to do? They're not going to win, or they are going to win?
I don't know if we're going to win. I'm going to wait and see right now. I have to see more. I'm with Mike, and we're going to talk about the Bengals game. I'm being honest. I'm just being honest. You asked me a question. I'm being honest about it. All right. It's a wait and see.
I wouldn't bet them to win.
I'm gonna say this. The reason why is because I love Josh Allen, and I know Josh Allen is him, and he can do things that mere men cannot do. Right. So when you have somebody on your team like that, you just got to be like, you don't know. Right. You don't know if he can do it. He can just go off and win. But football doesn't work that way. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, I mean, we're going to see. It's a really wait and see. I want to see how the playoffs shake out. I think it's a very important. I'm not going to lie. I don't know where we're going to be at. I don't know if we're going to get a home game. We're not going to get a home game. I don't think that necessarily matters with the specific quarterback. But if we lose in the first round of the playoffs, I'm going to McDermott house and I'm firing him myself. So listen,
I would say this. We all talked about how important it was to get the 1 seed. You know, Rad was one of the biggest ones talking about trying to get that 1 seed. And now we're not going to get the 1 seed. And then we not win the division. But now we're on the road. I mean, if we think we can do that, that's fine. But we knew how important it was to get the 1 seed for a reason. Now we don't have it, or I doubt we will get it. I mean, that matters.
Yeah, for sure. I definitely wanted the 1 seed, but we never got it. You know, I don't think we ever had the 1 seed. The AFC, the picture of the AFC, I mean, it's just all those little advantages matter. I agree. I'm not saying we don't need that. But I believe we can get it done regardless. I really do believe we can get it done regardless. And it's because of the run game. It's because of James Cook. It's because of Josh Allen still. Josh Allen is still Josh Allen. Josh Allen is still Josh Allen, and James Cook is becoming a top 3-4 back in the NFL. So that recipe is a recipe that's going to, I think, translate this late in the season and in the playoffs. Whereas we trying to get into a guns a blazing game with Cincinnati Bengals, and it just didn't. It just fizzles out, right? So I think that is gone. I think this running game is going to hold us down, especially in the AFC, especially in the playoffs.
All right, let's do this. Play narrative game. We play the Bengals. Gun to your head, Matt, or not. Bills win. What do we do to win the game?
Bills win. We keep Joe Burrow and that offense off the field. We take advantage of their absolutely JV defense that we should be able to put up 40 points on. We put up the 40 points in a game where we control the clock and also capitalize every time we touch the football and score on every drive. That's the narrative for me.
Rad.
Our offense stays on the field. We ball possession, pause. What is it? We control the clock. I think, like I said earlier, it's stats out there that saying Cincinnati is the worst defense of all time. Literally, like last year they were bad. They're worse than last year. And their best player Trey Henderson is not playing. He holding out. He doing some fake interview thing. He not playing. So Joe Burrow is back, but the defense is terrible, right? So Josh Allen, this is the stat game. This is to get your points, get your 3, 4, 5 touchdowns that you've been craving for to make you feel better. This is the game. I think obviously their offense is going to be formidable. They're a good offense. They got good wide receivers, obviously, and Chase Brown been popping up too. But this is a game where the offense get right. James Cook have another 100-yard game, and Josh have a great game as well. So the offense stays on the board, stays on the field, dominate, and we win the game.
If we lose, what are we gonna say?
Oh, if we lose?
Yeah.
Ooh. It's so much we could say if we lose. But if we lose, I want to say that our defense couldn't make a stop. I think if we lose, one of the ways we lose is Joe Burrow just come and dice us up. Like, it means bad. Like, Chase is killing, Higgins every play he's killing. Gesicki, maybe the last time we played them, they had like 3 tight ends like score on us or something. Like, it's just one of those games where like Burrow just look like, he him, like he's Tom Brady or he's prime man or whatever case may be. So if we lose, it's because our defense makes 0 stops. Maybe at the end of the half they need it, or end of the game they need it. But if we lose, I can see the Bengals getting 5 touchdowns.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So with that being said, let's just do this. We've been on the show for shout out to everybody in the comments, man. Listen, go to our YouTube page. I see everybody that went over to the YouTube page, and I appreciate that. But for those of you who have not gone to the YouTube page, go to the Overdue Bills podcast YouTube page right now. Subscribe. We're trying to get to 500 subscribers right now. The link is in the description. Matt, let the people know about the contest, who won the contest. I know we had to double up, do a lot of things, and then we're going to move forward on how you can get into the contest.
Yeah, so we had a contest winner. AOG gave away a gift certificate to Art of Glass Smoke Shop. The winner this week, we had the closest to Josh Allen's passing yards, which was Kevin Hans. So shout out to you, Kevin.
He was in here earlier. Shout out to Kev.
Yep. He was yep, my boy Cal.
Yo, the Han family be racking up.
Oh no, that's a different one. It's a different one.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna say.
Shout out to you. Good win. We're gonna run another contest this week. It's gonna be the Bills against the Bengals. AOG is giving away a 1-month membership to the lounge with a bucket of beer upon your going to receive that membership. So we're going to predict the score for the Buffalo Bills against the Cincinnati Bengals. As tiebreakers, you're going to have Josh Allen's passing yards and James Cook's rushing yards. How to enter, we're going to have this posted. On our socials, and you can also put in a prediction on the website. Obviously, one will only be counted, but those are the ways to enter the contest. So definitely get those in. The NFL flexed the schedule this week. So you're going to have until 12:45 to get in. It's a 1:00 kickoff instead of a 4:25. So definitely get in, get your chance to win that membership to the lounge.
Facts. And Herb, Herb saying we owe him a hoodie. So if we owe you a hoodie, hit us hit me or Matt.
Yeah, I'll take care of that. I got you.
All right, bet.
Shout out Herb. Listen, if anybody else want a hoodie, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
don't mess with us. Go to the website, overduebillspod.com. Overduebillspod.com. Go to the website right now, overduebillspod.com. Matt, you got on the crew neck? What do you got on, Matt?
I got a hoodie on.
Matt got a hoodie on right now. Matt got the hoodie on right now.
Hoodie on right now.
Listen, it's still hot off the press. Shout out to Hefe. Listen, we got it all coming in. So go to overduebillspod.com. We've been revamping the website. Shout out to, it's another guy, behind the scenes, you know what I'm saying? He doing this just to shout out to
Mills. Oh, about to say, you can't say his name.
No, I know. No, I can't say his name.
And like shout out to the weekly contest. You can enter in the contest on the website, which is fire. Yes. Shout out to Mills for putting that in there. You can enter in the contest on the website. Fire.
Yeah, shout out to
Mills heard the Joe Budden podcast preaching when I was talking about him.
Yeah.
Mills heard that.
Yeah, so you know what time it is. Yeah, shout out to Equity. But listen, y'all, let's get score predictions. Matt, give me, I want everybody in the comments. You can put your score prediction on there, but go to the website, overduebillspod.com, and then enter into the contest. Do that. But Matt, what's your score prediction?
Yeah, I think the Bills get off to a fast start. I do think we're going to score some points this week. So I'm going to say Bills 31. Bengals 24.
Woo!
At the over.
Matt, do you know the line for this game?
The line right now
53.5.
Oh, for the
Bills -6.5.
Oh my God.
I wonder, did it open there? Like, that's crazy.
I see -5.5, but still, that's a no man's land, though. That's a no man's land. But Rad, what's your score?
Yeah, I definitely think it's points being put up here. I think the Bills get to 30 again, right? I think hopefully Kincaid come back. If you see the on and off splits as far as when Kincaid plays and when he don't play, it's really night and day, which is crazy. Shout out to Kincaid. Hopefully he comes back and play. I think that's why he set out this game. He can be back this week. So I think the Bills come back to another 30 burger. I think they put up 31 points here. I think it's a bad defense. I think they put up 31 points, but I do think Cincinnati scored points. Joe Burrow is back. I say 31-24 Bills.
So if T. Higgins don't play, the Bills gonna win. I don't know what the score is gonna be, but T. Higgins don't play, the Bills gonna win. If T. Higgins play, I need to see it. I need to see the Bills beat the Joe Burrow Bengals before I pick up. Right on the Monday night when the Hamlin game, it's way too early to really say what would happen, but it looked like the Bengals about to go and go on a run. That playoff game, Burrow did whatever he wanted against us in the snow, and when the Bills had the right cleats on. And then last year, maybe 2 years ago, when we played 2 years ago, I don't know. It's just the Burrow never looked flustered. He never looked like he doesn't know what the Bills are doing. It doesn't look like he doesn't know how to beat whatever the Bills are trying to do.
Was McDermott calling the defense? I don't think so.
No. Well, Leslie was calling it for the first two games. I don't think so. Leslie was calling the first two games. So maybe we're gonna see. Make me a believer. No, I'm from Missouri. me and Priest both from Missouri. So I'm saying Bengals. I think it will be points. Bengals 34, Buffalo 28.
Woo!
McDermott called the 13 seconds or less game. I don't know if you knew that. Right? But I got Bills 30, Bengals 20. Bills 30, Bengals 20. I think we should win the game. I don't think it's going to be bad weather that game here. It's not saying that, but we'll see. Shout out to everybody in the comments. Definitely appreciate y'all. Anybody else got something to say before we get up the show?
No, man. Just thanks to everybody for getting in. Definitely get in that contest. Shout out to AOG.
I say this after watching that Pats game. I think the Bills gonna win Super Bowl.
God, here he go. Okay.
Yo, what Pats game? The one they had 31 and a half time?
Yeah.
Like, what game were you talking about?
I'm not impressed.
You young way too missed the ball.
I'm not impressed.
The kicker missed the ball.
I'm just not impressed.
I'm done.
I've never seen that before.
No, so I'm not gauging that game off that. Come on, I mean off the Pats.
But Rad gauging it. That's not fair.
I'm watching the Patriots play.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not buying that the
beatable.
Pats are that much of a juggernaut after I saw that. After the Charlie Brown missing. Come on, man.
No, this is not me saying. This is not me saying. Oh, the Patriots is tragedy, the worst team in the world. Bob Bills is great. Bob. What I'm saying is, oh, that team is beatable. They're not like. What do they do great? I don't see nothing that is like, oh my god, they're gonna come anywhere. Okay, I mean
the deep ball. Drake may throw that deep ball better than anyone I've seen in a long time.
I hear you.
Money. That's money.
But let me see it in the playoffs when it matters.
Your boy Henderson. I mean, you can't win the playoff game right now, Rad.
I'm talking about yes, I know that, but this is now. If you're telling me he's Patrick Mahomes, well, Patrick Mahomes didn't even win his second year. He got there though.
I think Burrow go his second year.
Burrow got not his second year, no, maybe third.
I think so his first year he was hurt. I think
second year with Chase rookie year Chase went.
Yeah, rookie year Chase.
Really? Oh wow.
I believe so.
Well, if you're telling me Drake May is on that level, we'll see. He beat. Burrow beat us. He beat Mahomes. He beat Mahomes in the AFC Championship. I don't think now that is Tyreek Hill, Kelsey, Andy Reid. Reid. And this is Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, T. Higgins. This ain't that. Like, shout out to Stephon Diggs. Shout out to all they got over there in the Pats.
Boutte.
I'm just not worried.
Keyshawn Boutte.
I don't know why you keep bringing up them. Like I don't know why you
the Pats.
But anyways,
they're the 1 seed.
Shout out to everybody.
Right.
Y'all know how we end every show.
With
a little bit of that. Hey.
But we play Pats next week. Let's see.
Oh, I'm slacking. Let's go. Oh, still slacking.
All right.
Only Buffalo is gonna win.
It's not.
Only Buffalo is gonna win it,
Kick your heels up and down.
We've seen why the Buffalo Bills are en route to the playoffs.
Come on now, the Bills are making it happen now. Stand up now, come on and shout.
Buffalo Bills go undefeated. And we're going to the Super Bowl. Yeah.
Now, baby, come on.
No one
Come on
circles the
and
wagon
shout.
like the Buffalo Bills.
Only Buffalo